Hello, my name is Brother Charles Kitson. I'm a De La Salle Christian brother, and I'm happy to be able to speak to you today about the Pope's visit to Washington, D.C. The Mass that we were able to attend yesterday was an extraordinary experience. Having graduated from Catholic University in 1971 myself and not having been back for 45 years, the place has changed. And to be in this venue at the Basilica, which I saw being built, some of it, to be able to be here with the Pope was an incredible experience. Pope Francis's message for us in the United States really is his message for everyone around the world. In his homily yesterday, he spoke about developing a culture of encounter, a culture of dialogue, which he expounded on it more today when he was at Congress, encouraging us to be people of dialogue, which I think is kind of probably the main point of his papacy, is to not exclude anyone, to be obviously inclusive, to be people of mercy, compassion, and forgiveness. So his message that he gives around the world was no different from the message that he gave here. I found his speech today in Congress was profound. I mean, the very fact that he was there was historic. But what he had to say, I think, touched the hearts of people, not only in the Congress, but around the country. Because he started by saying, I'm not only speaking to you, I'm speaking to the American people. And he did it in a very pastoral way. I think he was consistent with the things he says around the world. It's just that when he spoke at the venues that he spoke about like the National Cathedral, the Basilica here, and also in Congress, and then every other place he's going to be in the States, he's on our land and he's speaking to us personally. As far as being LaSallians, I think probably the message I would say is that those of you who have read Circular 461 on association, you know that one of the themes in that document throughout is unity in diversity. That's the message that we LaSallians share around the world. That it's the large net that is cast, that's filled with fish, and it's never torn, to use a gospel reference. I think that's our LaSallian unity in diversity, that the net never breaks, no matter how diverse the community may be. So if I were to extrapolate a little bit, I'd say that's what Francis's message was, the same thing, that there's no room for exclusivity in the gospel. And as LaSallians, we say the same thing, that we have room for everyone in our LaSallian world. I think he would be very proud, even though he's a Jesuit, that the LaSallian world is preaching unity in diversity